Hello guys, welcome back to Stony Talks Football, where in today's video it is all about the UEFA Champions League, and we are moving into the next stage, that is the UEFA semi-finals. Yeah, it is really amazing. Remember, Real Madrid are through here, Manchester City are through after being way good. Yeah, way good for Bayern Munich, because they couldn't buy whatever Bayern Munich was selling, and thanks to Pep Guardiola and thanks to Beast, yeah, or even Unstoppable Erling Haaland. This guy is amazing, guys. Scoring goals each game week in, week out. This guy, his name is on the score sheet. Shows you how much they are determined going into this UEFA Champions League. Will it be a comeback again for Real Madrid? Let's wait and see. That's what it calls for. A mouth watering clash. And let us not forget again, there is stage set again, that is the Milan hot derby. I tell you guys, it is amazing going to this UEFA Champions League semi-finals. AC Milan versus Inter Milan. What a clash there, a mouth-watering clash. Big match game, and a big fixture right there to see. And one or two things that I want to say in this video, it's I want to talk about the Thiago Silva's comment after Chelsea defeat and being knocked out of the Champions League. He really mentioned some one or two points that are really crucial going into the next video, or even for Chelsea to take into the next step, because they are in a rebuild and everybody is talking about this project stuff, yet nothing is happening there. And he was hard on it, and he being the first Chelsea player to come hard on such with so many comments right there, it's really amazing. And it shows you that how much Chelsea have backyard problems rather than the problems that we see on the screen, guys. It is embarrassing, like the owner said previously when he walked into that Chelsea, dressing room. He said they are such an embarrassment after that loss from Brighton. It is really embarrassing, and I don't want to make this video about Chelsea embarrassment and all that and Chelsea's worst season, but I want to talk about UEFA Champions League semi-finals, and I want to judge the teams that are in the UEFA semi-finals from their previous game. And to start real quick, the teams that are knocked out, that is Chelsea and Bayern Munich. They never played really good. Chelsea looked decent with the ball, but we couldn't see the structure they are playing. We couldn't see the intensity of the game. We couldn't see even the final third lacking to find the back of the net, and that's why they were hammered 4-0 on aggregate. Both legs you couldn't even find at the back of the net. Really embarrassing, guys. Really embarrassing. And we talk about Bayern Munich. Yeah. They have backyard problems again. You could see just later Son and Mane going hard on it. Yeah, with Mane punching Sane there. It's crazy, guys. And this is football is all about. Football is all about emotion, and the way you manage your emotions, it's really good. It's really good. And going to the next game, we could see Bayern playing, but really the intensity of the game is what they had, but we couldn't see them doing anything in the final third. Look at Sane, so many chances, but no one could find the back of the net. Look at Kingsley Coman getting into the 18-yard box, causing problems for Manchester City. But Manchester City, they lack the free-flowing football that we know. The first leg really kind of nailed everything, and going into this second leg, they were just all about, should we defend, should we attack, should we play at the middle, let us hold possession and contain the game. Very sorry for Haaland for missing that penalty, and so many insights going forward into this video, guys. So stay tuned and remember to hit the subscribe button so that if I get to upload a video like this, it is right there on your notification. And to start real quick, I want to start with this game, Real Madrid. I want to start this game, that is Bayern Munich versus Manchester City. Manchester City are good. They are good, and they are on this game, or even on this competition, to go all the way and win this. Without a doubt, guys, last season it was all about Manchester City lacking striker. Now, and that's what happened. But right now, these guys have striker, and they have two of them who are good and great strikers. They have world champions Alvarez, and coming to unstoppable Haaland, who makes in his name on the score sheet week in, week out, is really amazing. And this shows you how much Manchester City means business. Yeah, And that's why Pep Guardiola has become outstanding. Look at Kyle Walker. Right now he doesn't have much of the game. And oh my, who knew that Ake would step up and be into the best position in that left back, all the way from Bournemouth until now into the Champions League. What a journey for this guy. And it shows you how much he's on this game, getting his job well done. And I really like how Ak is playing in that left side. It's really amazing. Going forward and coming back, he is great, guys. Let us give credit where credit is expected. Yeah, these people are amazing. You see that Manchester City side, everybody is doing his job at his level best. Talk of Bernardo Silva, talk of KDB, Kevin De Bruyne. This guy is outstanding, kings of assists, so to say. Yeah, and that's why I'm telling you that going into this game, it is all about Manchester City being way good for Real Madrid. Take this from me. The way Real played against Chelsea really gave me some doubts about them going to this next fixture. Who are Real Madrid? When they get into semis, they just erupt. That's why the likes of Modric, the likes of Cruz, this is the time that the team really wants them the most. Big name call up, so to say, because they have been in that team. They know what needs to be done. And thanks to Carlo Ancelotti, knows to play around with the game, with the team. You look how he played around with the team. Benzema was not good. Vinicius Junior was not good when it comes to at the bridge, but we could see Valverde and Ceballos. And also, let us not forget Rodrygo, who netted the 2 goals. He's amazing, guys. He's amazing. And that's why I'm telling you, at the moment like this, you need a coach who's going to pull a player out of the bench, bring him into the pitch, and create good and wonderful matches going forward. Now, to start real quick and to go into it, first leg closed the damage going into the second leg. True, first leg kind of nailed the game in both fixtures. When you look at Chelsea versus Real Madrid, first leg job was well done for Real Madrid. Going into this at the bridge, they were playing, let us hold the ball, let us contain. If we get a goal, the win are good. And we could see that from attack. Chelsea will hold the possession. They could just hold the possession, creating so much chances, but not converting them into goals. And when you're not scoring, it means you'll be hurt at some point in the midst of the 90th minute. And that's what happened. Chelsea were not good enough, laid back, trying to play a counter-attack ball, so many defensive players. What happened? Do you find the back of the net? You're going to be hurt. And thanks to Rodrygo goals, giving Real Madrid an advantage going into the semi-finals in this UEFA Champions League. And another thing is that Bayern had nothing to sell in both legs. True, completely. Let's say in the first leg is when Thomas Tuchel came in. Yeah, I don't know, he was in 2 to 3 days training before going to the first leg of the Champions League. Yeah, that's one. It is acceptable. But let us not forget that Bayern Munich right now, they're struggling. When it comes to Bundesliga, they are struggling. They have already been knocked out of the German Cup. They are out of the UEFA Champions League. They lack a striker, and this goes straight down to the management, guys. Why sell Lewandowski? Yet you know you don't have the best striker. Okay, Choupo-Moting is a good striker, but average good striker. Truth be said, guys, Choupo-Moting is an average good striker, but you can't rely on Choupo-Moting when it comes to big matches, big decision making. Yeah, let us not forget that Lewandowski was kind of the best sharpshooter for this Bayern side, and then letting Lewandowski go without bringing a replacement shows management lacks something there, and then something needs to be done going forward in this Bayern team. They changed the coach, no doubt about that, but if the players don't step up, Bayern's situation is the same as Chelsea's situation. I look at the both sides and I feel like it's the same thing happening, guys. If I'm wrong to be correct, if I stand here to be corrected, but in my own opinion, I feel like Bayern and Chelsea, they're in the same category right now. The only thing is that Bayern, they will play the European football come next season, depending on how the season will end. But Chelsea right now, they are nowhere near playing European football. Look at the UEFA, look at the Premier League, where they at. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now, another insight that I really did pick is that Bayern ran this season out. They are already out on so many cups. I've already talked about that. Bayern lack clinical and lethal final third. Sane chances, Coman, Kimmich. Oh my, these people lost a lot of chances, and that's why you need the final third to be lethal, guys. You need the final third always to be lethal. Look at the final third of Real Madrid. Look at the final third of Manchester City. They can hurt you in between the 90th minute. They have all the pieces in the jigsaw, and that's why you see the ball flowing freely. They lack the free flowing ball in the Bayern game, but like I said earlier, the damage was caused in the first leg already. Going to the second leg, it was all about let us keep possession, guys, contain the game, play 90 minutes, go on to the bus, and let us go back to Manchester. It was all about that. But now, going into the semi-final is when we want to see, and we'll be judging this Manchester City in a stage like semi-final, because Haaland is scoring goals. Look at the backline; they are so much defensive. If they are not considered, they have already considered a goal in this both legs. Only a single goal against Bayern Munich. That's crazy. Look at Real Madrid. They have not conceded a goal in this quarterfinal first stage within Chelsea, and in both the versus Chelsea shows you that they really do mean business at the same time. Bayern Munich were good in the 20th and 70th minute, but football is all about 90 plus minutes, guys. You can't play first 20 minutes you are good, the next 20 minutes you are fumbling, yeah, you're lacking possession, you're not carrying the ball forward, then you come back at the 90th minute, then you start playing good. No, football, even if it is tactics, but football is all about the 90 plus minute. Okay, 90th plus minute, that's what we need to see when it's going into game match, week in, week out. And another thing is that Bayern, the only thing that Bayern had is what intensity and urgency of the play. That's what they had. That's the only positive thing that I picked from Bayern from both sides. They could play with that intensity when they have the ball, but the final thirds, that's where we draw lines again. The final third lacked creativity. They were never clinical, and we could see it. Sane, oh my, lost a couple of chances there, and sell Lewandowski without bringing in a striker. That was a bad decision, really. It was really a bad decision, really. We can't stick our head and see things going wrong and then we pretend that things are good. No, things are not good, guys. Things are not good in this Bayern side. Even if they have another coach who is world class, but things are not good on this Bayern side. Starting from the players, we could see that from their body language going forward. When a team needs to win, they are focused, and I'm not surprised between Manchester City and Real Madrid. Yeah, things will happen, guys. Things will really come and will happen. And another thing that I really did pick in that game is Upamecano. Oh my, this guy had like a huge budget on his side, yeah. So to say, we could see that he had Haaland there. Oh my, caused problem for this guy. In the first 20th minute, I could see a red card coming out, and then thanks to that offside goal, it was taken out, given a yellow card again. Handball, penalty. Haaland throws the penalty over the bar. Come on, man. This guy had a lot of, and all the blunders were coming from Upamecano, guys. This guy had a huge budget, yeah, a huge budget that it couldn't fit his pocket. So I really do feel like Bayern needs to strategize a little bit going forward. Yeah, they are really struggling in the Bundesliga, and let them not carry this all the way into the next game when it comes to Bundesliga. Now, Manchester City lack free-flowing football. I've talked about that. And Upamecano, yellow card, penalty, handball, challenge on Haaland. This guy had a huge budget. Now, guys, another game that I want to talk about is Chelsea versus Real Madrid. Yeah, I want to talk about all the games that I really get time to watch. And Chelsea versus Real Madrid, it was an average game, guys. Let me be honest here. First leg, Real Madrid played, but Chelsea only lacked the scoring opportunity. Just jigsaw in the final third they lacked all the pieces, guys. They lacked all the pieces. Let us be honest here. We could see that Havertz was the number 29 jersey. You need to take it out. I don't know what's happening at Chelsea right at the moment, but thanks to Thiago Silva, the first Chelsea player to come out hard and talk about the situation at the Chelsea Football Club, it shows you how much this guy has respect for this team. We could see how much he was hurt after that Real Madrid game, thinking that the team could come up with a massive comeback, but the ball was just rotating at the middle of the park. That's crazy. Backward, middle, no ball going forward, even into the 18-yard box, only two or three. Come on, man, that's not Chelsea. We know Chelsea, the intensity of the ball, the free-flowing football for Chelsea, playing out wide, stretch out the central back, get into the 18-yard box. We couldn't see that from the left wing backs and even Reece James. Oh my, that's crazy. And thanks, Real Madrid, so much thanks to Camavinga, all the way from midfield to left back. This guy is crazy. That's why when we talk about players, Real Madrid recruiting players who are in best form and knows what they are playing and what they are doing, Camavinga is one of the players, guys. What a transformation from the midfield, defensive midfield, so to say, to a left back position. That's crazy, guys. That's amazing, and that's what tactics come in, and that's what shows you how much Ancelotti is world class. Ancelotti is outstanding, guys. We can't rule Ancelotti out when it comes to coaching. This guy is amazing. Is amazing, juggling of the ball and all that at the at the touchline. It's crazy, guys. But we can't talk about this football day in day out without mentioning Carlo Ancelotti. Right now he has so many proposals. Chelsea are on the line, yeah, and also the national team for Brazil are on the line for Ancelotti. So many clubs really need Ancelotti right now, but he still have a contract with Real Madrid, so it's kind of crazy going forward for this Real Madrid side. Now first 11 pick up and big stage with no superstar. Chelsea lacked the first 11. Chelsea have never had the first 11 that they talked about. Yeah, they have this big squad. Now picking your first 11 doesn't come easily, and that's we could see problems. Starting too many defenders. Conor Gallagher, was it even necessary? Yeah, Conor Gallagher, Kante in that game, Kovacic in that game, Reece James, Cucurella, Chalobah. Oh my! And then you want to score goals with so many defenders in that game. Can't happen. We know football is a gamble somehow, but you need to be sure with some few logistics, so to say. But that, no way near, guys. And now the time that big stage needs superstars, the likes of Joao Felix, Raheem Sterling, yeah, Mason Mount, even Pulisic, they are nowhere to be seen. Yeah, big stage needs big players who can get you off the situation that you are in. And if you can't see that, Conor Gallagher wasn't necessary to start. Okay, my bad. People say he played well, correct, without a doubt. But he lacked creativity, guys. Why not play Joao Felix in that position? Because we could see Joao Felix coming in. The ball was going forward. We could see getting into the 18-yard box. When Gallagher was there, could take his chances. What happened? Chelsea were hammered 2-0. This is what happens when you're not scoring goals. This is what happens when you're not converting your chances into goals. You get hurt, and when you get hurt, you lose games. No clean sheets for you, no points, no going to the next stage. And that's what happened to Chelsea. Now another thing is that Chelsea had possession, lacked structures. Final start lacked confidence completely. That's why Marco Cucurella even couldn't find top corner. Just lack of confidence made him hit the ball. Thanks to Thibaut Courtois coming up with a massive and a great save. 1v1 situation with Cucurella. It was really amazing and world class. Big player. Much respect for Courtois. He's a big player. We can't rule Courtois out. You can judge him from the previous final against Liverpool. He was amazing, guys. He was really amazing. So I'm telling you this. With Courtois in the middle of the post, it's crazy. It's really crazy. I've talked about Camavinga, yeah, Couture, and Militao, Rodrygo. These guys are just wild cards. The moment that you feel that Real Madrid, you've pocketed Benzema, you've pocketed Vinicius Jr. It's when Rodrygo comes in. It's when Valverde comes in. Yeah, amazing. We could see that in the first leg, we pocketed Benzema in the almost 70th minute or something. We pocketed Vinicius Jr. Asensio came in, made it to the back of the net. You see, and then going into the second leg, we pocketed Vinicius Jr. We pocketed Benzema. Rodrygo was there for Real Madrid. Valverde, oh my, making runs box to box. This guy is crazy, making good runs. Militao, oh my, world class. And let us not forget again, this guy, he was really amazing. Rudiger denied Mason Mount the first leg, and even the second leg denied Kai Havertz. Crazy, big players in the Real Madrid squad, and that's what they're called for. Big names require big stage, require big squad or even big names call up. If you're not having a big name who can lift you when you have that pressure and make you come off that bench and scream, you're nowhere near going into the next stage in this UEFA Champions League. Tell me what you think, guys, in your comments, and I want to wrap it up with giving some one or two insight on Chelsea. This is the thing, guys. I really liked what Thiago Silva talked about. Thiago Silva talked about one or two things going into this after this Chelsea defeat, or even after Chelsea being knocked out in the UEFA Champions League. And this is what he said. He said that the people are talking about this project, but in the real sense, Chelsea don't have a project. Yeah, they are bringing in players where these players are good players, world class players, positive players, but when it comes down to choosing the final 11, it's crazy. It's causing problem for coach. We could see that from Graham Potter, and now it's evident now in Lampard. You have this over 30 players and you only need 11. This calls for players getting upset because they won't be featuring in match week, game in, game out. Okay, every player wants game time, and nobody's there to sit and warm the bench. Every player wants game time, and I won't be sitting in the bench. And then the moment you're in a worse situation is when you bring me in and you want me to deliver. A little bit of psychology, guys. Can you see that? I'm not into that. I want to see Chelsea going to their best where they want. They have to be, yeah. And they need a manager who, when he walks into that dressing room, he means business, even from the gestures. Facial expression will always tell you that this guy means business. Look, you can tell this. Look at Pochettino. Somebody like Pochettino, when he chooses his best first 11, he can't go in the pitch and make blunders. And even when he walks into that dressing room, people know he means business. Okay, Chelsea need to find a manager really fast and curb up this situation that is with them here, because Thiago Silva came out hard and talked about some crucial point going into this next game in the Premier League for Chelsea. And first 11 had to pick really, and Chelsea need to transform the squad, and a good manager needs to come in. I've talked about that. Thiago Silva talked about so many things, guys. You need to check that out, and also hit the subscribe button so that if I get to upload a video like this, it is right there on your notification. Good fixtures coming up, and good fixtures and good analysis and good insights going into the next video, which will be all about the UEFA Champions League semi-finals. I'll be doing a video before the semi-finals and after the semi-final, because it's crazy, guys. We can talk about football all day, all night, and good insight, good conversation to go into a next conversation. I really want to see that. Hit the subscribe button for those who liked everything that I'm saying, and for those who picked one or two insights, make sure you drop your comment down in the comments below, and follow the link down in the comments below for more insight and for more football stories going forward. Thank you, guys. Thumbs up for those who are watching. Subscribe.